What's up, everyone? It's me, Cheese. Smash like, subscribe, and follow me in my other channels on Twitch and Cheese Vlogs on YouTube is my other account. Today, we're going to be watching a recent video that Schlep made called Roblox Contacted Me. So, I hope you like this video. Smash like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell for more of my videos, and let's go!
What I would say is we would lead first and foremost with safety and civility. Second,
Well, this is soft start to it already, though. Low key. Dominated. Damn.
It all started with this one email, one message. The same platform I was victimized on, the one I was fighting to make a safer place, they had just sent me a cease and desist letter, threatening to destroy my life. And you might be wondering, what crime did I commit? 6 predators on their platform are no longer harming their users, because I got them arrested in real life. I did the job that they should have been doing, and they repaid me by terminating every account I own, and saying they would sue me if I ever touched their site again. Before this, Roblox's safety failed, predators roamed freely, reports went unanswered, and even employees were admitting that this was happening by literal design. That cease and desist didn't silence me though. All it did was confirm my darkest suspicions about the company, and well, it did for the rest of the world too. Because in the following week, Roblox's stock tanked by $12 billion. The Attorney General of Louisiana filed a massive lawsuit accusing them of putting profits over safety. Roblox aggressively pushed back, releasing statements after statements trying to discredit me. Roblox forced me out of the woodwork to defend myself, and I dropped a video refuting these claims. It exploded overnight, and it became one of the fastest growing videos in the history of Roblox. If Roblox sent me a cease and desist over a few videos getting over 1 million views, what were they about to do next? There was no next, no response, no statement, just silence. And that silence didn't feel normal. It felt intentional, calculated. It felt like they were quietly preparing for something big, and at the time, I just didn't know what. Before I show you the next letter they send me, we need to see the full picture so we really get an understanding of how crazy this is. All of this started because Roblox sent me a cease and desist for catching predators on their platform and reporting them to law enforcement.
That they would then video, they would report to the police, and then only after would they let Roblox know.
The real reason why they sent me a cease and desist letter is because what I'm doing
Wait a minute. I don't think I got the audio on fully. Some screen sharing. Hold on. I forgot to actually allow audio. Oh, I do have it enabled. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay, back to the video.
for the entire further.
ultimately, Roblox is this for on the internet.
Are not widespread or stick on Roblox. We're going to envision the safest, most civil community in the world.
Has come from that event 5 years ago.
Right.
Roblox players as young as 5 onto the platform and features brands like Sesame Street.
You know, it's funny he did all this work, but then Reddit just say, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna make his day terribly bad on purpose. Why did we just ban him from Roblox so he can stop catching predators on purpose? Make his day bad on purpose?" Really? Okay.
This reach audiences right now. Roblox is hosting a game clone of an 18+ platform got sued for widespread exploitation on Roblox. You click that room with a random stranger. You have zero idea who the other person screened. To give you an idea of how bad this game is, I had someone run a test 100 conversations, and 36 of them broke the term service of Roblox. It's ironic that Roblox accused me of sharing personally identifiable information while—
Wait, there's an actual there's a Roblox version of Omegle? The game platform version of the Omegle, where you had to see people in real life? They got a game platform version of it? Yo, Chad, I didn't know about this. Oh my god. I did not know about all this stuff happening. I am so undereducated, bro.
same time profiting off of an exploitive built around that. Quick, I showed this game to a known Roblox developer with contacts. After seeing what this game allowed,
Holy
he filed an official Roblox
crap.
support ticket, and absolutely nothing.
Bro, I didn't know there was a Roblox version of Omegle. I thought there was the one with the in real life version of Omegle, the one that you can actually see the person's face, like my face in real life. There's actually a Roblox version of Omegle. Now, chat, I'm not gonna check if it's actually and risking my channel deleted, but hopefully it's not out there. But if it is, I'm gonna check it out after stream and see if it's still up or not. Anyways, back to the video, y'all.
Happened. Because of this, he decided to go public, sharing how insane it was for a game like this to even exist in the first place. And only then did Roblox finally take them down. By then, this game had already amassed over 2 million visits. Who knows how many people got exploited because of this game. It's noting that Roblox allowed another Omegle style clone to reach 250 million visits before it was finally taken down in June. But it wasn't. The developer of this game took it down themselves because there was so much
Holy shit! What? 250 million visits and views? And he went from all of his power to do what he can. And out of every single bidder that's actually a bad person, schlep, the good person who's putting predators in their place where they deserve to be at, all of a sudden, he turned out to be the one that got banned for Roblox instead. Out of everyone that's actually bad, schlep to be the one that got called out instead. Yo, that is crazy.
exploitation going on. If the developers are the ones shutting their own games because of that, that shows critical safety failure going on at this company. Roblox at this moment allows and hosts a Tinder-style game called Friend Me. It was removed 2 years ago, and yet Roblox allowed it to come back under a new name. It works exactly like Tinder. Swipe left to skip, swipe right to like, and if you match with them, you get put in a private chat where, to nobody's surprise, the exact same activity takes place. This is only a small amount what taking place on. No matter what age of player you are on Roblox, at minimum, you will be exposed to influence at the very least. And how bad Roblox
Wow. That is crazy. What were these people doing? I'm not talking about predators, but yeah, also the predators, but Roblox admin. What were they also doing to schlep while he was actually doing all of the goddamn work Roblox admins and developers should have done? And the corporate should have done a long fucking time ago. Why is Roblox doing nothing about it? It's the same thing on other social media platforms: Discord, Facebook, YouTube, all of the other platforms. And Schlep, the only golden chosen, was doing all of the work that the developer and admins and corporate CEOs should have done a long time ago. That's crazy.
Is Roblox is actively funneling their users onto a platform called Discord, one of the most unsafe, unregulated spaces.
I just finished saying that 4 to 5 seconds ago. Literally 4 seconds ago. I just finished saying that.
On the internet, all you have to do is click a button, zero warning about what is taking place on this platform, you are entered into one of these servers. Roblox and Discord's relationship can only be seen as business partners. They're entered into one of these servers. Roblox and Discord
Creekcraft. Creekcraft. Bro, Craft. The screenshot of his user bio is featured.
relationship can only be seen as business partners. They're not only directly integrated into each other's platforms, Roblox has actually gone as far as to buy software on Discord. Roblox and Discord are named as defendants in multiple lawsuits because people have been hurt because of this. Roblox loves to tout around about adding 100 new safety features this year. Well, I had someone put these safety features to the test. New account, youngest age possible, every single restriction turned on, and chat disabled. You think you'd be safe, right? Not even close. What you're looking at is pixels, because beyond that point, it is too graphic to even show or describe here. And Roblox's own algorithm recommends games like this to their own users. Their parental game blacklist caps at 100. Mind you, there are millions of games on this platform. There's no avatar controls, meaning whatever another person creates, you can see. Roblox doesn't have a comprehensive reporting outcome dashboard. Roblox doesn't have a whitelist feature, allowing parents to only select a certain amount of games that their kids can play. YouTube Kids literally has this. And their own employees at the company have stated safety features have been denied because it hurt engagement. Then there's the awful Roblox reporting system. We've sent Roblox reports of predators through their system after felony arrest, and in multiple cases they refused to act until I made videos. Ask anyone in the community. People have lost faith in the moderation system entirely. Their own numbers show one of the lowest moderator to user ratios than any other major social media platform. And just remember, those other platforms aren't marketed to the youngest demographics online. They claim a lot of the negative press has come from things that happened 5 years ago. The major situation, they claim a lot, just one of the lowest moderator to user ratios than any other major social media.
Formerly known as Twitter, aka X, is lower than Roblox. 0.38. 0.38? That's even lower than Roblox moderation rate of how much they moderate stuff. YouTube has this feature, but Roblox doesn't? That is insane.
media platform. And just remember, those other platforms aren't marketed to the youngest demographics online. They claim a lot of the negative press has come from things that happened 5 years ago. The major situations creating the biggest buzz have happened within the last 1 to 2 years. And the person who said that, she works for Roblox, while sitting on multiple councils shaping—
Why the hell is she doing her job? This is literally a crime. If you don't do your job, you're responsible for what happens on your own platform.
online safety policy. Lawsuits against Roblox have pointed out this insane conflict of interest, influencing safety legislation while working for the company under scrutiny. But this is the core of Roblox, a billion-dollar company that calls itself the safest place on the internet for anyone, while knowingly hosting, profiting, and ignoring one of the most dangerous ecosystems on the internet. To get a full grasp of everything, we need to start by assembling a timeline. This was the last video I did regarding a Roblox predator I caught. In this video, I talked about how Roblox was a suppressive company towards people calling out their moderation. Ironic, because 15 days later, Roblox sends me a cease and desist letter. They banned every account I own, including ones that go back to when I was a little kid, and Roblox threatened to sue me for computer fraud if I ever touched their site again. The next day, I released the news, and for 3 days straight after it, it was trending on Twitter. Calls for boycotts, TikToks, videos. For a while, it became the topic of the internet. But behind the scenes, I was talking to law firms, and I officially retained SGGH and Milberg. This law firm in particular is representing 1,000 clients between Roblox and Discord abuse. On the 14th, with my law firm, we put out a statement. We pointed out the pure irony of this cease and desist, and that SGGH was representing my claims against the company. In this statement, it was also revealed that Chris Hansen was creating a documentary on Roblox, and that he got in touch with me to show his support. And on the same exact day, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrell filed her giant lawsuit against Roblox. In this, she pointed out games that I mentioned in my Predator catches, that if Roblox heard me out, this lawsuit might not have even existed. The next day, my law firm sent a letter to Roblox. We broke down how unjustified and unfair this ban was, and how Roblox was never giving this sort of treatment to any predators on their platform. We also said that any form of communication must be routed through my legal counsel, and how if Roblox did try to pursue anything, that my law firm would fight tooth and nail under California's anti-slap laws. Roblox's law firm responded that they received the letter, and that was it. That was the last communication we had with them up until this point. It's also worth noting during this time frame, was putting out statements after stars to compare me to actual predators. They labeled my work as vigilantism, claiming I was taking the law into my own hands. But the truth is, law enforcement themselves have publicly gone on record in public statements that they're grateful for people like me who step forward and give them evidence, which ends up resulting in an arrest. As of right now, videos on my channel have resulted in people being put on the registry, and the only ones taking law into their own hands were the police. They were the ones placing the handcuffs time and time again. But anyways, back to the timeline. This is when my video dropped defending myself against Roblox's baseless allegations. The anger online reached its maximum capacity. It had just passed the threshold for the company. Their stock dropping, lawsuits, news outlets, an entire online movement. What were they about to do next?
Hi, Michael. I understand. Our decision to moderate and ban your accounts came as a surprise and something you wholeheartedly disagree with. That said, our intent has been to keep the platform safe, and I believe that is something we have in common. Would you be up for a conversation to see if there's some way we can keep you active in the Roblox community?
Since the very beginning, I have been begging Roblox for a direct line of communication. Just one person inside of the company who would listen to me. Time after time, they ignored me. I told them how I was victimized on their platform, how I was trying to help make it safer, and how I had evidence and information that they crucially needed. Never once did they hear me out. Then, after them threatening to sue me for computer fraud, an entire online movement, and them losing $12 billion in market value, they finally decide to hear me out. They had the nerve to say we share the same interests. Really? because in your response to me, the CEO was defending the game Meep City. And in this, they said it wasn't the developer's fault, even though he was enabling these features and has publicly made statements like this. This game has 16 billion visits, and it's been one of the biggest safety problems on the platform for almost a decade now. To prove how unsafe this was, one of the biggest Roblox content creators joined this game, and within 4 seconds they were exposed to inappropriate stuff. This was the game Roblox was defending. We're supposed to believe you guys care about safety? Trust me, I want to believe you. You have no idea how much I want that to be true. But how can we believe that after everything that has just happened? Then came the part about keeping me active within the Roblox community. This was their supposed olive branch, my supposed ticket back onto the platform I'd been playing since I was a little kid. But the thing is, this was never about me getting unbanned. It was about the victims, the players, the community that has been neglected forever. Roblox thought that this was about a few accounts. They thought if they just would go away, I would trade every single account I own for Roblox to make the basic moves in safety that they did after Liz Merle filed her lawsuit. They should have made these changes a decade ago. And who knows how many people this has prevented from getting exploited. What they don't understand that you and I both get is that freeschlep was never about me. It was about exposing the systemic safety failures that I proved existed before and that I still proved existed today. It was about how Roblox will show immense force against someone trying to simply help, but never share that same energy with predators that are operating freely on their platform. And it's also worth considering the person who wrote this email wasn't just Roblox, it was Matt Kaufman. Matt Kaufman was just comparing me to actual predators. But in this, he insinuates bringing me back onto the platform. That's how disingenuous all of this reads. But none of this at all compares to the biggest red flag in all of this. Going back to the timeline, when we responded to Roblox's cease and desist, we explicitly wrote them that all communication must go through my legal counsel. This email was sent directly to me through the 2 emails that they sent the cease and desist through. Matt Kaufman went behind my lawyer's back to directly contact me. This wasn't just insanely inappropriate, but it was also really suspicious. This, at the end of the day, was just a PR war for Roblox. I had to consider, was this a possible trap? Were they trying to bait me? Something just reeked so fishy about this, and I wasn't gonna go into this blind. As of this very moment, I'm still open to talk to Roblox about how they could fix safety problems, but one key thing needs to happen. It needs to be in good faith, and I needed to make sure this email was actually in good faith. So before I did anything, I waited for one thing in particular. I wanted to see the next statement Roblox would make about me, because if they believed my intentions were good, then logically, if they were acting in good faith, they would stop lying about me in media. To nobody's surprise at all, they kept going. Their smear campaign continued despite Matt Kaufman's email to me. That's when it clicked. This email didn't come from a place of sincerity. It came from fear. In just a week, Roblox was set to host their biggest yearly event, their equivalent of an Apple keynote. This moment defines their public image for the next year. At the same time, David was on stage at this event. I was going to be on stage with no other than Chris Hansen, also a detective who's actually worked on Roblox predator cases, and my lawyer. Roblox releases their statements claiming they have experts. It's only what they're claiming. For me, the people who had my back were real.
Do you know what Roblox is? Because if you don't, your children do. If you've been following this on social media, you will know this next young man I'm going to introduce, Michael Schlep. Michael is a key part of our investigation as his attorney. Steve is a lawyer based in Chicago. His firm is representing more than 500 cases of people like Schlep. And we're also very fortunate to be joined by a dedicated detective, Henrik Austin, from the Marion County, Florida Sheriff's Department, with whom I've been working on this very investigation. Welcome, Detective. Thank you. Schlep, let's start with you. Tell me about your early experience on Roblox. Why did you enjoy interacting on the platform?
Well, Roblox, it was a children's game, you know. It was like little Legos, you know. I thought it was a cool game. It evolved into me like taking it seriously, learning programming a little bit, and you know, I thought it was cool, but it was pretty like crazy to see like how it evolved from something innocent to something really bad.
There was a series of incidents where a very well-known content creator targeted you.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
I met a very popular game developer. You know, I looked up to him because he created a game.
He was a bit of a hero to you.
Yeah, he created a game that I really liked. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking to me, he's interacting with me. I'm just a little kid, I didn't think anything of it. And what was created was power dynamic. It evolved into him taking advantage of me, and it went on for years. And my mom contacted Roblox about the stuff that happened to me, and they totally brushed her off. Wow. It's just ridiculous.
No action whatsoever.
No action until years later, until another female developer came forward about her experiences, and only then he finally got removed.
And Schlep, I want to talk in a moment about your recent activism, but first I want to hear from your attorney. Steve, this is one of more than 500 cases your firm is handling against Roblox.
Yes, that's correct. And we now represent over 800, Chris, survivors attributable to Roblox and to Discord. Just a shocking number of cases in and of itself. But we're one firm, and what we're finding is that there are thousands of survivors like Schlep.
Detective Austin and I have known each other for several months. We had sat down and interviewed Detective Austin about his cases in Marion County involving Roblox. And listen to this for a second. Not only did they bust a 17-year-old, but there's another case in Marion County, in this one county in Central Florida. So if those two cases come to our attention just in Marion County, Florida, what is happening in the rest of Florida? What is happening in the rest of the United States? What is happening in the rest of the world?
For those of you that don't know about NCMEC, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, provided us with some information about someone that was believed to live within my jurisdiction, that they were engaging in quite a bit of exploitive behavior, extremely explicit conversations, executed a search warrant on the residence of the person I believed to be the predator, and met Christian Scribbin. You know, we had quite a conversation, and it was unbelievable to see his perspective and the scope of just what one person, one 7-year-old person can do in a short amount of time.
Dealing with Roblox, is enough being done, in your opinion, as a detective?
I can speculate on exactly what's being done and what's not being done. I can say that when I had this particular case, I don't know if it was because of the media coverage it received or if it was for some other reason, but I did meet with Roblox. Over a Zoom call, I met with quite a bit of their outreach people, and we spoke about certain things that could change, things to take away from this particular case. I think until we can say that this is not happening anymore, enough is not being done.
What made you decide to show this predatory activity that was going on Roblox? What made you become an advocate for this?
So I started out as just a normal Roblox content creator. I made games on like a really basic kids game. You would see it, you would not think there's any way predators could infiltrate this game or anything like that. And what I saw was there were people trying to do horrible stuff, and it blew my mind. Like, because this is a community I really cared about, I was very involved in, and you know, I would get emails saying, hey, there's this predator, he's messaging me inappropriately, and I would get, like, there were people trying to do horrible stuff, and it blew my mind. Like, because this is a community I really cared about, I was very involved. And it blew my mind. The community I really cared about, I was.
Live 5 News got involved. Live 5 News? Chat. The reason why I was quiet for a long time looking at this video is because I'm just in awe. And yet you see the problem happening But with the exception of Schlep, you still let it happen. This is wild.
Very involved in, and I would get emails saying, hey, there's this predator, he's messaging me inappropriately, and this is his Roblox account, can you do something? And there was really nothing I knew, but I mean, as time went on, these messages only just increased in volume, and then I created my current main channel, Schlep, and on that channel, it just exploded. I was getting these emails more than daily.
You exposed at least 6 different predators, all 6 of which all 6 of whom were prosecuted by law enforcement. But you went to Roblox first.
So yeah, we would find Roblox predators, and we
Go
would
to jail.
set up little decoys. These predators show up, and we would sit down, we would have a conversation sort of similar to what you do, and they would
By the way, I was 22 when I started in television reporter. That's how old Schlep is now. Just saying.
Yeah, we would talk to them, and a lot of times when the cops would show up, they would just admit to everything. Even after being Mirandized, they would be like, yeah, I was here to do this. They would just bring charges on them every single time.
And how did Roblox respond to this?
How old
In
is
multiple
he?
instances, these felony arrests, we would send them the same Google Drives that we were sending
Email.
them every single time they show up, and we would sit down, we would have a conversation sort of similar to what you do, and they would
About 22 when I started in television reporter. That's how old Schlep is now. Just saying.
Bro, I'm 22. Oh my god. Schlep is 22. The old guy used to be 22, and I'm 22. Bro, we actually got something in common. Kinda.
Yeah, we would talk to them, and a lot of times when the cops would show up, they would just admit to everything. Even after being Mirandized, they would be like, yeah, I was here to do this. They would just bring charges on them every single time.
And how did Roblox respond to this?
In multiple instances, after we got these felony arrests, we would send them the same Google Drives that we were sending to law enforcement, and they would not take our video release.
Video, a proud moment for Roblox. It's somewhere saying, what does Roblox do then?
I made it very clear to Roblox, I was going to handle stuff privately with them, and I just wanted a line to the company. After one of my first arrests, that was literally what I put out. I was victimized on this platform as a kid, and that I wanted a line so I could properly communicate with them to report these individuals. They never gave me anything until what happened very recently.
Which was?
A cease and desist letter.
A cease and desist letter. So get this, all right? Schlep, who's doing this work, receives a cease and desist letter from Roblox, essentially threatening legal action and insinuating that he was breaking the law. And
How? How was breaking the law? What? Doing all of this good work just to get a cease and desist letter? That's like basically a full beatdown of somebody that's doing the right thing. Constantly. That's like basically someone got 100 on a math test, and it's like you get a punishment day, go anime style, for getting a maxed out score on your math test, which is 100 or less. And you get a full-on punishment day, and you get the brutalest beatdown of all time for passing your math class and maxing it out? Tell me, how does that work? I don't get it.
Certainly breaking the terms of
What?
service. With Roblox.
They had an opportunity to make Schlep a partner, an ambassador of moderation of safety, and instead, what we're seeing is Roblox has its public actions, which are pretty positive about everything it's doing about safety. And behind the scenes, trying to silence critics. They are
Getting punished
removing
for the right
content
thing?
that Schlep and others have identified from their platform to cover their tracks, and they are trying to move been filed, including cases that we filed, into confidential about safety. And behind the scenes,
We're committed to being transparent by sharing regular updates on safety. We're committed to being transparent. Shut up, Roblox. You're not being transparent, because if Roblox was transparent, it would have actually done the right thing and then banned their ass immediately. Instead, they just hid in the bushes and hid around it. They didn't do a damn thing. Schlep actually did. This is not rocket scientist, bro. It's not rocket science.
they're trying to silence critics. They are removing that Schlep and others have identified from their platform to cover their tracks. And
Are you seeing what I'm seeing, chat? Bathroom games on Roblox should not exist. Predators are everywhere. Parents, your kids could be playing this. By Schlep. He was the one who actually posted it. And Zinha on August 15th this year said Roblox is healing. Game results for bathroom 3 hours ago versus now. They're all gone. Okay. Let me stop full screening this. Let me go out of full screen. Let me go. Should I just type this dead? Oh shit, I accidentally stopped sharing. I'll share it right back after I already search it. Stop! Let me search for it. Bro. Oh, what the hell? The fuck? Bro, I can't type anything. Oh my god, I can't type anything. I can't type. I cannot type anything. Bro, I cannot type anything, chat. Holy crap. Bro. What the fuck just happened? the fuck? Bro. Okay, there we go. Okay, so finally, it took so fucking long for me to search this because my keyboard is acting all stupid, as usual. Alright. Is it video versus delete? Are from or and keep storage searchable where in it like we remove it square moves item often move to a temporary trash folder first. Archiving is best for keeping stuff. Replace email or files with stuff you might need later. As in Roblox games, I searched it up on Google and I went a bit off track, but be on track just to say this. I'm guessing you betting 50 out of 1. Roblox only just archived the bathrooms and not actually delete the games and actually remove it off the platform and square all together instead of actually archiving it. So I just did that and searched to say this. I Roblox well shoot. I said it to say this. Roblox only just probably archived the games instead of actually fully deleting it. That's what I think Roblox did. And it probably not happening today, and I just know it. It's the same thing like the other platforms. You report someone to the moderators that can actually do it. They report it to the safety trusts and staff team or whatever you call it. It takes literally forever to actually come up with what they should do and take care of the problem at hand, which is why stuff keeps on happening on Facebook, especially Twitter, now X. They were so stupid of changing their name from Twitter to I don't know why. And today, nowadays, now the times and days of what it is now, they be racial. They say some slurs on Facebook. They take nudity pictures and be homophobic on Twitter, now formerly known as Twitter, now called X. Excuse me for saying it again, but I'm just doing that in it repetitively just so it can actually sink in y'all minds that hopefully one day y'all won't do it. Because now these days and times, Twitter is on a verge, on the track of getting its own. And if Roblox doesn't start shaping up and becoming the better for the future, Roblox will be on the same path. And so, right with Facebook not too far behind, YouTube, Discord, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever platform.
Actions are very, flowery, positive statements about everything it's doing about safety. And behind the scenes, they're trying to silence critics. They are removing content that Schlep and others have identified from this cover their tracks. And they are trying to move cases that have been filed, including cases that we filed, into confidential arbitration, where public scrutiny of the choices they made, of what they knew, where
Roblox is trying to force a year-old sexual exploitation claims and arbitration, silencing and concealing the dangers from the public. instead of actually exposing the danger and the danger being exposed by the good people for actually a particular reason so that the dangers can be concealed, but in an actual correct and proper way of concealing the danger. Like, there is one version of concealing the danger, like just hiding it and just sweeping it over in the rug and just putting the rug over right now. So you have nothing to do about it, and you hiding your hands behind your back or behind your butt, like, oh, like someone had thrown a ball, this ball, like throw a, and it accidentally smashed your window, and you're like, he did it, he did it, he did it, he did it, and like hide the stuff under the rug. It's like when someone tells you your room and you have a carpet in your room, you like sweep the stuff or put the stuff under the rug, is what kids do these days when their mom tells them to clean up. And like they act like they're cleaning up, but then they just hide their toys under the rug and think, oh, I've cleaned my room, mom. See, nothing is clean except the rug is a little lumpy. What the fuck is going on with Roblox? There is concealing the dangers from the public and the planet Earth by just hiding it. And then there's one version of concealing the dangers of actually exposing the dangers and concealing it in an actual proper way and then putting them in jail. There's one version of concealing the dangers from the public by washing it under the rug and think it's just going to wash with people. Then there's this other version of concealing the dangers by actually putting them in jail properly. There are two versions of concealing the dangers from the public. Like, that's not washing well with me, y'all.
Public scrutiny of the choices they made, of what they knew when, would be completely impossible.
Is this arbitration a normal part of dealing with a case like this, or is this a way to hush people?
It's survivors will solve. It's something that the United States Congress in 2023 decided through legislation that they were not going to permit, but
what?
23 decided through
this act may be cited as the Operation Injustice Act. That shit looks like it was made the fuck up. Forced Arbitration Injustice Repeal Act. That shit look like as if it was made up.
Legislation that they were not going to permit, but it's not even just a question of law, because we're confident we're going to beat down the arbitration provisions, but it's a question of values for Roblox. What are Roblox's values? And they have core values that they rent to the public, and
our value core of everything we do, from how we run the business to the builders we hire to the platform we have created. More like a problem you've created, more instead of a platform. Thank you. Let me correct that for you. Our values at the core of everything you've messed up, from how we ruined the business to how the ruiners we hire to the problems we have created. That's the correction I made. That's the actual correction I made, chat. Yeah. That's the actual correction I should be reading it as. That's the correct way of actually reading that. Let's go on the bullet points. Destroy the community. We consider our impact on the world. Strive to make bad decisions with everyone's best interest in mind and communicate unauthentically or non-authentically. We prioritize our community, or we unorganize our community before company before team, and team before victim. Next bullet point. We are responsible. Yes, that one right there is actually true. But I'm going to actually reword it and dub it. We are empowered and responsible for both the intended and unintended consequences of our actions. That one is actually accurate, chat. Spam accurate in the chat. Yeah. That second bullet point was actually true. Take the long, miserable view. We drive innovation by setting a long-term destruction path, even when making short-term ruined decisions. Get stuff done. We drive execution every day by let predators keep on doing what they do and take an initiative and relentlessly irritating victims towards long-term destruction. I think I read that right, chat. I read all of that correct. Because that's fucking doing.
I can tell you, if you go look them up, they're the complete opposite of pushing minors into a confidential arbitration.
Detective.
Play. What I heard? What I just heard? I thought I just heard the same thing that I just said out of my own mouth a few seconds ago. Let's watch that again.
And I can tell you, if you go look up, they're the complete opposite of pushing minors into a confidential arbitration.
What?
Complete opposite of you. If you go look them up, they're the complete opposite of pushing minors into confidential arbitration.
Detective, I don't want to put you in a position to give away tradecraft because this work you do
Someone clip that moment right there.
is so critical and so important, and we've been seeing you, and based upon your work, you know, after predators, and is it the level of predators on this platform?
Surprised based of how it is set up. I am shocked that it is there and that is continuing. I feel that there's specific things that getting into tradecraft, I can't really talk very specific things that could be done, be easy, that would wash a significant amount of it. I know that information by myself and other investigators.
So you and other detectives have shared your thoughts on this based upon real experience through roblox.
Yes, and they facilitated those interactions. You know, on the one hand, that's fantastic. The things they say, okay, well, I'm at another interaction several months later, and the same things are brought up by other people, and the reaction is the same. Oh, these are great. The same people I spoke months ago. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Is the of children is continuing
as we sit here on this stage, even though you and others have given suggestions, concrete steps to prevent it from happening. Detective, what do you say, based on everything you've learned, everything you know about the activity on this platform? What do you say to parents?
I'd say that there are individuals, a significant amount of individuals on that platform who have a obscure interest in the violation of innocence. And I would say, with that being the case, if it was my children, I would not put them on there. And so where it stands now, Roblox is inarguably not safe for children.
So you might be wondering how Roblox's event went while I was on stage speaking about them. Their event opened with a warning to land on causing a disturbance.
We asked that everyone led presentations and discussions.
Oh, and sister bump video, she needs to watch this stream and the original video both at once so she can get the full understanding. And all other minors, that are watching the stream, they need to know this. So to help me get discovered and schlepped to get views at the same time, smash like, comment, subscribe right now, turn notification bell for more of my videos. Hopefully we'll get on this Roblox platform.
Run without interruption. If interruption does occur, that person will be asked to leave RDC.
I'm just
Now, as we began taking the stage, their keynote began. While we were on stage talking about the real harm going on, the CEO of Roblox was on stage at an event talking about the idea of bringing dating onto the platform.
I know you done lost your fucking mind. Dating on Roblox? What the fuck is happening? Schlep goes and fixes and closes the can of worms that are now open. He closes the can of worms. All on the other side of things, the Roblox CEO, developer, and admin is going right behind Schlep's back to create more problems of the can of worms Schlep just got closed. What is going on? Low key, he just closed the can of worms. He does not want back open. Going opening the damn can of worms he just got closed. Fixing all of the goddamn problems of pedophilia. Pedo fucking philia. Or maybe it's just because I'm just hearing things. Maybe it's just me. Or I'm actually dyslexic. Because I get that a lot from other people. Or did I actually hear this right? Let me go back to the video again and actually hear all of this.
We were on stage talking about the real harm going on. The CEO of Roblox, his event, talking about the idea of bringing dating onto the
I don't know what to say anymore. Low key, I don't know what to say more. I don't know what to say anymore. What else do y'all want me to say? He on event creating more problems from the other side of things, and Schlep on side is fixing the problems while the CEO of Roblox on the other side is creating twice as much problems. Help me, help you to help me understand this. There is one person on one side that's help fixing the problems and closing up the can of worms that were opened, while the CEO of Roblox on the other side of things were at his live event while Schlep was on his personal live event. The CEO of Roblox on his event tends to create more goddamn problems, while Schlep was at his interview on one side fixing the problems, and on the other side another person is creating twice as much problems as Schlep is fixing it. Opening the can of person is trying to get fucking closed, and you're telling me the CEO, Mark Miles, Mike, whatever you call the CEO, I think it was Mike earlier in this video, you're telling me the CEO of fucking Roblox is creating a dating sub platform on the main platform? What? Yet you see the problem with what already happened when you bring potential pedophilias the power that they can do anything on fucking Roblox and taking advantage of the platform. You already saw what fucking happened when there's problems like that. Will you let pedophilias in? And now, all of a sudden, you want to create 3 times as much problems when you create a dating site? That's you like literally asking in plain English, you want the pedophilias, new ones, to come back into Roblox and seeping their way through many other different games. If this little dating site idea doesn't help. So what part does the CEO of Roblox don't fucking get when there was problems of pedophilia and minor transactions, whatever you call it, human trafficking, social profiling, homophobic, racial profiling, all of it, and you see this shit going on, but yet you do nothing about it. Instead, you create another potential problem, an accident waiting to happen, and a walking, ticking time bomb, a platform time bomb, I should say, of problems keep on happening some more, letting the pedos come back into Roblox because you're creating this dating idea and integrating it into the platform. It's like you're just asking for fucking trouble to happen again. And Schlep is on one side of the goddamn end fixing it. You're on the other side of the end causing even additional twice as much as problems as the problems Schlep is fixing. Basically. So basically, the more Schlep does right, the more the CEO of Roblox does wrong, is what you're telling me? Huh? When it's already bad enough that I got a YouTube channel and I'm being caught up for something that I'm not at all? Two people that I'm currently still in battle with right now, they're putting slanders on my goddamn name for being a predator and a pedophile. I've dished out 2 diss tracks on him like last fucking month and the first week of this month, and they're still saying that I'm trash and I'm a creep. When this shit right here is the actual fucking problem, and you're fucking telling me that I'm the problem myself? and the CEO of Roblox is making a dating fucking site? That's like you literally asking a problem to happen or an accident just waiting to happen. Like you're setting off or detonating a potential rage bait trigger sexual trafficking bomb. And I'm sorry I said it that way. I hope YouTube does not ban me for that. I'm only just explaining what I see on this video, just covering all the topics. I know I'm not good of explaining what I see around my surroundings, but I'm not too far fall off from the tree. My words doesn't fall too far from the tree. However, I think I've been pretty much, despite my stutters, I've been pretty much on point on this video. And hopefully, I hope he does not continue with this fucking dating site that he's going. Because that's just a potential problem you're asking for. You're literally asking for a potential problem to happen again with the same shit and bring back more pedophilias back into Roblox, aside from the old ones who've been put in jail. But enough talk. I'm gonna watch the rest of this fucking video.
That's up to 18 plus. So this one's controversial, but here
This
And he's creating it for fucking people that's not even close to 17 yet. What? What do I need to do? I need to pour some water on my head, do what Jonas said, actually smash an egg on my head this time around because of this video and make me go crazily insane just to figure out why they're doing what they're fucking doing on Roblox? Huh? A Fortune 500 will use a Roblox experience as part of the something something on a school will integrate a full K-12 curriculum with. Now you know that is some bullshit. You're gonna integrate a full K-12 curriculum with Roblox, but then turn around and you add on good. That shit does not fucking work. K-12 curriculum. What is this shit? Roblox edition of school? Roblox high school? Roblox middle school? Roblox elementary? Oh, on the game. Yay. That's better than real life school. Hee. Shut the flop up. Including schools and other virtual field trips. I'm going to join this little K-12 curriculum feature that he just introduced. Not keep on reading. For 17 plus verified people and above experiences, thousands as well and will something other and Roblox dating experiences and subsequently from real life relationships. He's not joking. His initial plans were to make this dating feature for people who weren't even adults yet. What the fuck is going on? That is like some CSI cyber crap. That is like some P and Drake shit going on. Do you hear me? That is like some, I don't know. Epstein crap going on.
Up this to 18 plus. So this one's controversial, but here's what.
This is while multiple lawsuits are being filed against Roblox every single week. Instead of addressing those cases, they are on stage at the exact same time we are, entertaining the idea of turning this app primarily played by kids into a dating platform. Then Roblox went ahead and rushed out a brand new panel to deal with all the outrage. To show how transparent and safe the entire session, the word predator wasn't even mentioned once. They talked about safety while single-handedly ignoring the biggest safety problem on their platform. What do you call this other than PR theater? None of this remotely compares though to what happened when what do you call this predator wasn't mentioned once. They taught safety while single-handedly ignoring the biggest safety problem on their platform. What do you call this other than PR theater? None of this remotely compares though to what happened when.
So is it like typing at the side of your goddamn neck, saying one thing good, but then doing something bad behind someone's back? If you weren't listening, if you weren't as for you listening in the stream earlier, I think I just said the same exact thing, but it's just differently worded out of my mouth away for what he came out of his mouth with. So I said one thing was practically basically the same thing what he said, but it's just differently worded what came out of his mouth between what I came from my mouth. So basically, I said it a bit differently, but it means the same fucking thing. You do bad on top of fucking good. That shit doesn't make sense.
A CNBC journalist confronted CEO at RDC about me live on television.
Now let's talk about safety. This is you did have a new safety announcement this year. The age estimation. Basically,
That's right.
Someone takes a selfie, they could see it. At the same time, there was the Louisiana Attorney General's lawsuit against you. There's also the schlep controversy, this sort of vigilante, so to speak, and you kicked him off your platform. As you guys continue to think about safety and go after this, why is it so easy for someone like a schlep to go in and play Chris Hansen and sort of find these things that you guys aren't finding?
Yeah, I want to highlight.
To save you the next minute and 30 seconds, the CEO completely ignores the question. Instead, he goes on a tangent talking about how safe Roblox is. He talks about safety features and parental controls, which I've shown in this video are deeply flawed. And he doesn't acknowledge me once, despite me being the question. The interviewer asked him once again, as direct as you possibly can be. If David ignores—
Because he's afraid of the shit that he did. That's why he dismissed and deflect the whole entire question at hand. Because he's scared of your name being mentioned, schlep. Do you hear me?
It will be most definitely viewed as him refusing to answer the question about my situation.
This is a very passionate issue among your user base and your community.
Yeah.
And they find stuff too, and it was a big controversy off the platform.
Yeah, we want to highlight.
How should they be thinking about that?
Yeah.
For doing the right thing, you kicked them the fuck out? That shit is unfair. It's like, I do this stream, and then after this and submit it to YouTube, YouTube is going to review my stream, and I'm not going to get views because I'm actually addressing the schlep situation and supporting schlep at hand for following the right thing. And then after I do the right thing and actually support the Roblox predator catcher and support him for what he does before his little cease and desist letter that he got, YouTube is going to ban me along with schlep off of YouTube as well. I'm not talking anything into an existence like I'm trying to make it happen. I'm just the possibility that YouTube might look at my video and might delete it. I'll risk my channel losing losing subscribers and views. Only just because I supported schlep by doing a stream dedicated to him. You better not do this, YouTube. You better not do this shit. If I find out that YouTube removes my stream because of this stream dedicating schlep, I'm literally gonna go berserk and ballistic. I'm not even joking. I am serious and I really mean it.
We want to highlight really, we have no tolerance for people who don't follow our policies. And so, for example,
where was he breaking the rules at any goddamn time? He was not breaking the rules. Anything other than that, he was actually uplifting and going above and beyond and catching every of the 6 to 10 predators that were shown on the picture on this video. If anything else, he was superseding the expectations of the rules are fucking little shitty, already fucked up Mike the Wimp.
Well, we don't allow people on our platform to impersonate
Roblox CEO. More like Roblox Wimp.
Other people or just on our platform.
The CEO of Roblox is outright lying about me. I already addressed this point in my last video. Impersonation means I'm taking the identity of a real person. We have never once done that. Our decoys are fictional profiles built from nothing. The images used are from adults that work with us. Since there's no identity, there's nobody to impersonate. Roblox is once again painting me as a villain. But this moment here is different because after demonizing me, he's about to try and play both sides.
We're really consistent, but I would highlight, we've reached out to Schlep, we've reached out to the general. We love their, feedback and input to how to scale our system.
And I can't even get a fucking 15 mil per second AUG brain rot yet. Because little bitches that try to stream snipe me because I posted a video that was 44 minutes long since the Saturday update of Roblox Still a Brain Rot. I try to get a lucky block. People steal purchase from me. I try to still purchase it back. And then people just whack me around. They use web slinger on me. They use dark matter slaps to knock me back from keeping the lucky block and all secret brain rots. That shit was a living hell on Sammy's Steal a Brain Rot event. I'm not even kidding. I can't even get a 15 mil per second brain rot. And this shit happens.
Everyone on Roblox where they can't share images, right? Or where all text
David Bazooki.
Is filtered.
Roblox went from lying about me to putting my feedback in the same sentence. I had been begging this company for a line of communication. They ignored every attempt. Now they are using inappropriate.
See, it's like you punch a person and knock them down, give them their hand, you grab it, and then pull and knock them down again. That's basically what Schlep is saying. It's basically like martial arts talk. You kick, hit, and punch them, you knock them down, you give them their hand to lift them back up, and then while your hands are still balled up together in a fist-like form, you punch their ass and martial art beat them down. Is basically what David Bazooki is doing to Schlep.
Outreach to me as a PR talking point in interviews, as proof that they are engaging and doing their part. Here's what David does not say. He does not mention that they went behind my lawyer's backs. He does not mention that his team speaks publicly in the media comparing me to predators and mislabeling me as a vigilante. He does not mention that even after the outreach, they continued that in this very same sentence where he pretends to play both sides, he is still lying about me. This is not a company trying to work with someone in good faith. This is a company trying to rewrite the record publicly while they continue the same behavior that they claim to have stopped. After this interview, my law firm made a letter to Roblox's legal, which was also posted publicly. We mentioned all the following points on how inappropriate their behavior was, but we made it clear to Roblox, even after everything done, we are still open to a conversation, but only on basic good faith terms.
If Roblox is sincerely interested in a constructive conversation about platform safety, we are open to engaging in such a dialogue, provided it is text where our client is simultaneously being threatened, publicly maligned, and privately courted without notice to his legal representatives. Critically, any such discussion must also address how Roblox intends to become accountable to the hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals who have been exposed to predation as a result of using the platform. To date, despite publicly attacking Schlep and hastily introducing safety features in apparent response to the unfavorable publicity generated by his advocacy, neither Mr. Kaufman, Mr. Bazooki, nor any other representative of the company has asked a single question about of misconduct facilitated through the Roblox platform.
It's been almost 2 months since that letter was sent to Roblox's law firm, and they have not responded to my attorneys. Roblox reached out to me only after the damage was done, and the way they did it was inappropriate and self-serving. They tried to hold that outreach up in the public as proof they engaged and cared about what I had to say, while still continuing the same disgusting attacks. Even after that, I didn't reject them. All I did was wait, and then I countered with 2 basic conditions: honesty and a basic discussion for the victims that they themselves have created. And well, that was too much for them, because they never responded back. Maybe I could have come back to Roblox. Maybe I could have even worked with them like they suggested. But if a company cannot agree to something as basic as speaking in good faith, then there's something deeper going wrong.
And not backstab Schlep in the back and give them Schlep as a hand to lift him back up, then knock him back down again.
Here, I will not trade my voice for
And Schlep will not work with Roblox for someone who likes to betray them on a constant, regular routine and basis, is what Schlep is actually saying.
a few Roblox accounts. At the end of the day, there's thousands of survivors listened to who were dismissed, who were harmed on platform that told the world it was safe. After what happened to me when I was younger, I searched the world for that voice. I will not stop speaking out for the thousands of victims that this platform has created. And the reality is, I think Roblox knows this, and I think this is why they didn't reach back out. And if that means I'm banned forever and can never play this game again, well, so be it.
So Schlep is just gonna give up and let them have the final.
In terms of our investigation, our documentary, we've been, as you know, trying to schedule a
Bro, Schlep, do not let them do this to you, bro. You cannot give up, bro. Is Schlep trying to say he gives up and let them ban him forever?
sit-down interview with somebody from Roblox to discuss all of the views in a very open and honest. Thus far, they are refusing to sit down for an interview. And when I pressed as to why they wouldn't want to sit down, a spokesperson told me it was because I interviewed you and the Louisiana Attorney General.
The irony of Roblox going on live television saying they value the feedback from me and the state attorney general, and then turning around and refusing Chris Hansen's interview, that can only be
CBS Mornings. That's the station I usually have watched until what the 45-47 president incident.
Be viewed as pure dishonesty. In just the last month, during a Senate Judiciary hearing, a whistleblower from another company called out Roblox for their massive safety failure. Florida has now issued a criminal subpoena against Roblox, officially putting them on investigation. Texas has announced a sweeping lawsuit against Roblox. Kentucky and other states have filed lawsuits too. And in Kentucky's filing My name is mentioned 13 times. They even mentioned press conference. They cite safety issues that I've been bringing up since before my cease and desist, and highlight how I've been calling it out. On Fox News earlier this month, David was asked about me again. He ignored the question about me, but then he tried to shift the blame on—
He did it again and deflected it for a second time and another interview?
to other social media platforms, which of course he didn't name. But mind you, Roblox is partnered with those other platforms, and only when to be put under the spotlight, they shift the blame. There's a lot I can't talk about yet, but trust me, this fight is far from over. Roblox has created one of the most dangerous spaces online, and the people responsible for it need to be held accountable. But that only happens if we continue to speak up. Call your local senators, your attorney generals. Tell them that Roblox needs to be investigated. Tell them whistleblowers are being silenced while predators run free. Lawmakers have told me these calls matter, and that's how they got involved in the fight in the first place. Your voice has extreme power, and one simple call can change everything. I quickly want to give a shout out to these amazing people you see on your screen. If you want to go the extra mile and help support the work I'm doing, you can go over to schlep.tv. Alongside this video releasing, I'm going to have an insane exclusive predator catch that I'm releasing over on schlep.tv. And I did it with the YouTuber Oma in North Carolina, and it is a pretty crazy one. So if you want to go watch that and support what I'm doing, you can go check that out. Anyways, I want to thank you for making it this far into the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Cruz is about to go live. He's already late to his stream, in fact, and
Shut up, State. I gotta say, spam W in the chat for me. I'm gonna give him a subscribe, give him a like. I'm gonna give him a comment. How do I reply? Oh shoot. Oh, that's my other channel. Okay. There I go. Got my comment in there. I left a like. W video. Smash like, sub, turn on notification bell for more of my videos, leave a like in my stream, and I am so